Alright, what we're going to do today is we're going to compare Hortilux, which is our #1 selling and most expensive bulb in the shop, with Super Horti, which we just got in. We're going to be using the Revolt. This is a 600 watt dimmable ballast. It's the new one that we just got in that beat out our next gen, which is sitting next to it. So we're going to use that. We're going to keep everything the same. We got a little cool tube German aluminum reflector. We're going to fire it up and see which light puts out more lumens. We're going to give it some warm-up time before we take the measurement. And I don't know if you can see, but that's the Super Horti in there. And then we're gonna pull out the Hortilux, which is my favorite light. And we're just doing this comparison to see, you know, how much better the Hortilux is over our #2 selling high pressure sodium, which is the Super Horti. Alright, we got her warmed up. Again, this is the Super Horti. The only difference between the Super Horti and the Hortilux by observation is that it doesn't get wider in the middle. And we're going to do our test with a light meter and with a par meter. She's all warmed up. I don't know if we can see that's too bright. There you go. Super Horti. I'll turn off the light so that you can see that indeed this is a Super Horti. We're gonna get on our par meter, and we've got 570, 580, 586. Move it over. Up, we got 609, 613, 616. So we're peaking out at about 610 par. And we're going to move over to the lux meter. This times 100, so that's 26,400. So about 26,000 is the peak. And again, we're going to be using the same setup. It's the same cool tube. We got it directly. It's 24 inches between the bottom of the reflector and our measurements. Now we're going to move over to the Hortilux, and we'll just take a look at this, and you can see that that indeed is the Super Horti with the straight glass. Here we go. Now we've got our Hortilux, and this is, you can see it's tapered. It's a little wider in the center. We're going to put that in our ballast and or in our reflector and check out the output. This is the Hortilux all warmed up. Again, we've got the reflector. It's right to the top there. 24 inches away from the platform. Cool tube reflector, and I'll turn it off so that we can confirm that that was the Hortilux. Alright, first one, we're going to do the par meter, and again that's hooked up with the Revolt. Alright, we got, that's weird, that's interesting, 569, 570, 560, 590, so 576, so we maxed out at 590. That's interesting. The Super Horti did 610, which is a little strange that our #1 seller is not quite as high, but we'll get, that was on a par meter, so maybe if we get a lux meter, 25,300. Move it around, 24, 23. So 25,500 is the peak on that. And we'll kill the power. And you can look up and you see how it's indeed the Hortilux with the wider middle there. So that was a little surprising, but well, anyway, the Super Horti that we just got in seems to perform just as good as Hortilux. I'm not sure, you know, the specifications, but that's a darn good light.